Ladies and gentlemen of the IT industry, welcome indeed to the Simon Lakeside, Duke's Court, for this event on living, working and thriving in Australia, with a very much a focus on the IT industry and the opportunities that are there for people who are in the IT industry. So we have a great panel of speakers. One of them obviously is the Managing Director of Fuse Technology, who is our partner in this, as well as from Australia Presence Legal. We have two of the partners, Tamsin Johnston, and we have Shanil Nanakara, who are there to take you through any questions. And Tamsin will be speaking to you later on and taking you through how this whole process works. What are we going to talk about today? A very quick overview of opportunities for IT professionals in Australia is what we want to talk about. So from a presentation point of view, if we can have a look at the presentation slides that are going to be put up. Significant demand for skilled IT professionals across various sectors, and the growth projected in areas of cybersecurity, data analysis and software development as well. Salaries needed to say are competitive, and the opportunities for advancement and professional development are very much in force. General ideas for you, which I think Tamsin will be talking to you much later on about pathways to secure IT work in Australia. Most importantly, what I'd like to talk to you about is the resources and support we provide. So we are linked in with organizations and entities within Australia who are helping to curate this process and to ensure that your journey, should your assessment work out well for you, comes out on top. So you might be wondering what Sentab International is and who we are and what we provide in this whole mix. So let's have a quick look at what Sentab International will provide. Sure you've heard enough from me, and you need to really hear from this gentleman who's now about to join us. His name is, I never get this name right for some horrible purpose. Yes, he's Chung Mai Biat, the Managing Director of Fuse Technology, and he'll be taking you through an overview of the IT job market and the specific demands for skilled workers and what they can provide. Chung, are you with us?
About the IT job market in Australia. Give you a bit of an overview of a company like Fuse Technology and what we do, and how the market is a little bit different. But small medium business in Australia is the largest employer of people in Australia, and technology is at the heart of what we do. So I'll kind of talk through that. I'll talk through the typical IT providers, what differentiates us, and a bit more about Fuse. So who is Fuse? So we're actually a global business. COVID gave us a lot of flexibility around that. We have offices in Sydney, Ho Chi Minh City. Top challenges of small and medium businesses in Australia are how can they do work better across multiple locations? How can you maintain security with a multitude of devices? And how can people reduce costs in terms of uncertainty and inflation? So in terms of what Fuse does, we are a managed services and support business. So think of your traditional help desk, but also, making sure that clients make the most of their technology.
So with that, we'll move on to the next segment of what we have in store for you. So you'll be speaking to she's the Managing Director of Australia Presence Legal, Tamsin Johnston, and she'll take you through somewhat of a detailed explanation of the visa options and permanent residency pathways and tips on the migration process as far as IT professionals are concerned. So,
now, there are two broad migration pathways to Australia. The first is what we call independent skilled migration, where effectively you don't have an employer that's sponsoring you, you're migrating to Australia based on your own merit. The second visa, the skilled nominated subclass 190 visa, is also a permanent points-based visa, but it requires state or territory nomination. Again, once it's granted, the individuals and their family can live and work as permanent residents in Australia. Now, all occupations in Australia are classified according to the Australian classification system called ANSCO, and this is used for immigration purposes.
Anybody who wants to raise any questions, who wants to have some kind of clarity, the lady and the gentleman over there will be more than happy to guide you through, and we'll take your questions from now.
Except the visa process, are you all involved in helping us to find an opportunity?
In some circumstances, if we have clients who we know are looking, by all means, we'll work collaboratively with them for things like this. For you guys specifically, an IT audience, the answer is absolutely yes.
So I studied and worked in London, UK for many years, and then I returned to Sri Lanka and started I worked here as manager. I would like to work with him. So if you can share my profile. So
Well, let's connect after this.
Exactly.
I'll get your email address.
yeah,
I already have successfully completed ACS skill assessment as a computer network and system engineer, and I already have completed my degree, and I have post 7 years experience IT support engineer. So what should I do as my next step?
You only need competent to be able to be sponsored. That's different to independent migration, where higher marks gives you extra points. So in your situation, I would suggest, we'll get the questionnaire to you, complete that. That you already have a positive skills assessment. We'll provide you with the contact details for Fuse. Send your CV through.
Please do complete the assessments that come your way once you actually get them into your inbox, and we'll follow up with you from Sri Lanka, from Sentab International, to ensure that you actually complete those, and we'll take it forward from there. That's it from me. Have a very pleasant evening. Thank you once again.